got it all memorized. Leave it to me.
All under control.
Something smells I'm starved. Let's grab something.
Let's make the most of our break, guys. I think we need to discuss this.
Charged up and ready to go.
Watch your footing, guys.
Never seen this place before.
Huh? Is that...
Another thing to see it for yourself, eh?
This is something decent, right?
I see some relations have changed. was it we needed?
I'm just exhausted, that's all.
You've been pushing yourself too hard.
Workload's pretty intense right now. I've got to do my part to keep the colony running.
Is it really that bad?
We used to get support based on how well the Levner squadrons performed in battle. The castle provided for us, so now we have to work like a mudder to make up the shortfall.
Why didn't you tell me?
Didn't think I needed to. I thought I could manage well enough by myself.
Tried hard not to show weakness.
Is that true?
What does it matter? Fact is, I can't be lying down on the job.
Look, we get that you're under a lot of pressure. What is it that needs doing, anyhow?
Dispatching of Levnesses to Colony Lambda.
To Lambda?
So you're lending out Kavesi Levnesses to Agnes?
That's right. Even after they've served their purpose in battle, the Levnesses themselves can still function. I wanted to bring them to the commander.
Sure thing. I can do that.
Incidentally, what need does Commander Izzard have with Kavesi Levnesses?
I'm not 100% on the details, but he wants them for some kind of survey.
Levnesses to scout something out. I wonder what's going on at Lambda.
No point speculating when we can just check it out ourselves. Right?
Right.
Be thorough. Oh, but, don't push it too hard.
Oh, we'll be fine. You just take a lie down and make sure you're all rested up. So then, off to Colony Lambda we go.
Looks like colony relations have changed.
Care to divulge?
Yes, about that. We've observed recently that our water sources around the colony are being rapidly depleted.
So you're using them to investigate?
No. In fact, the survey branch has already identified the cause. It's the Ansels living at the top of the Great Falls.
Ansels? But their natural habitat should be the Urian Mountains.
Indeed. And their presence here has been affecting the flora. We're particularly concerned about their laying waste to the cure grass we use to treat our troops.
That's an issue, all right.
So you want to take those overgrown feather brains out of the picture? That it?
Which is why you need powerful Levnesses. You're looking a bit worse for wear there, is he? You been running yourself ragged too?
Too?
My lieutenant's also been burning himself out.
We'll help you out too.
I appreciate the offer, but I think...
You underestimate this job, and you're going to collapse from overexertion too. Better to share the load, no? It'll make life easier.
Valdi's really worried about him.
Could be a nice little excursion. No one's gonna complain.
All right then, if it's no trouble. We'll have this issue sorted in no time flat with you on board.
Peasy. Just let us have him.
I look forward to this, Commander Valdi.
The Ansels were sighted a bit further up, right?
That's right. There are skeeter nests around here as well. We should take care.
Wait, is that...
That was over way too soon. Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
That looks like them all.
They won't be tearing up the cure grass any longer. I hope that now... Their fighting days are finally over.
Baldy, pleased to look. Such pretty
Tiny patch of them.
You think those ants have got them or something?
No, those flowers are from the Urian Mountains. And they don't normally grow in this region.
Well, how then?
Maybe it's just as Uni said. Maybe the Ansels carried the seeds and they ended up here.
That's nuts. They probably had the seeds stuck in their feathers. And they just happened here.
Still, of all the places they could have bloomed.
It's just random chance, Uni. Not like they grew here on purpose. Only questions whether they make it.
They did choose. They chose to bloom up here. They never gave up. They're just like me. This world, it lives and breathes, just like me.
Happy revelation?
Yeah, it's awesome.
I never thought we'd be able to find a serious anemone here.
You look pretty pleased, Tyon. Make us a cuppa then.
I see it went well. We've already received your report.
About the Ansel's impact on the environment.
It's all good. Our survey branch will be monitoring the situation carefully.
Then how about we leave the Levnesses here? Could you give us an update if you happen to find out anything new?
You feeling okay there, Valdi? You sound like you're interested in something that's not a Levnis.
Up until we met in person, I pictured you as a cold, ruthless commander who would stop at nothing to achieve victory.
That's the Colony 30 Consul's fault.
Yeah, Valdi himself's got nothing but Levnis on the brain.
Hey, that's mean. Well, perhaps you're right. I've been blindly sending Levnesses to their destruction.
But you're only looking at one aspect of the whole. Aren't you furthering a large-scale project for a new model? I hear it's a type of Levnis designed for a wholly different purpose.
Huh? How'd you hear about that?
The survey branch has eyes and ears everywhere.
Oh, look at me and the fancy spy network I used to work for.
You're talking about Doric. He's my friend. When he's finished, you've got to come visit.
I believe I will. I look forward to building a lasting friendship with Colony 30. I'd be happy to accept your assistance in the future.
Great, I can't wait. Good news all round, huh? Phew, now I'm friends with Izzard. Yuzette has so got to hear about this.
Well then, let's not keep him...
It's an ore we use for Levnis maintenance. Tune them up with it and they're gliding like they're on ice.
We're already negotiating with Colony 4 to get us some of theirs. I don't suppose you could try to smooth things over with the crew, just for the time being.
Oof. Well, I'll see what I can do.
Uzette, you know that transmission we received earlier? Well, there's a problem.
How much is this guy juggling? There's not much point in him trying to recuperate here when he keeps getting pestered like this.
What? What do you mean? You can't reach a shipment?
Ah, I wasn't privy to the details. All I know is that some guy called Solon from Colony 4 told us to tell you.
Hey, Noah.
I know what you're thinking. Let's take this to Colony 4.
Let's.
Looks like colony relations have changed. Known as Glamrock, so you might try there.
That seems like enough to go on, right?
We'll head out there to look for them. You do this?
We can't just ignore someone in need. And besides, we need to get our hands on that Levnite.
Well then, thank you very much. I hope to hear good news from you.
So, their friends didn't return? That sounds kind of worrying. So their friends didn't return? That sounds kind of worrying.
We'd better go find them quick.
There they are!
We'll have this sorted out in a jiffy.
Let's rush them down.
Fine, but
Habitat above the Great Cot Falls.
so they decide to move house? This isn't walking distance we're talking here.
They'd have had to have migrated from their old territory. After what happened to those mountains, the Ansels must have tried to take shelter beneath the Great Falls.
I'll bet that's what pushed these guys out. And then they moseyed on over here to the desert.
Our squad leader just gave us an update. You're here to pick up the Levnite. If you want, we can just give it to you here. Saves you a trip back to Colony 4, right?
You sure? Well, thanks.
This'll at least take one thing off Uzette's plate.
See? I can get things done when I put my mind to it.
We're done with the Levnite issue too.
Thank him a bunch.
Ah, Commander, there you are. Guess what? Colony 4 just approached us with a deal to receive regular shipments of Levnite from them.
What? What? What?
I'll head down the docks and tell everyone.
And just like that, it would appear that the bond between our respective colonies has been restored.
Nice one. Lots of different ways.
That's right. And when there's something missing, it always has a knock-on impact somewhere else. Sometimes you don't notice something's awry until after that effect has manifested itself.
Ah. You know, the world's kind of like a Levnis, isn't it? It's like a mesh of so many different parts, all interconnected. And because it's made up of all these different things and people, it moves. It's alive.
Also belong to parts of the world?
Not just us. My buddies here are too.
Not just some tools to be used, eh?
Right, they're not. I'm just reaching for ideas right now. But hey, I'm a mechanic. And if the world's like a Levnis, then I sure as spark should be able to fix it. I'll make a new tomorrow, where we can all live in harmony.
Ambitious goal for Grease Monkey. Willing to keep on radar, with much giving of side-eye.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Was not compliment.
Well, I believe in you, mate. You're Kevis' #1 mechanic, after all. You can't argue with that.
Shucks.
Okay then, let's report into Uzette, shall we?
There's been changes to colony relations.
Thanks for always getting us out of trouble, Uzette.
What? Where'd this come from?
Turns out this guy's actually more thoughtful than you give him credit for.
Thoughtful?
From now on, I'm helping you with your chores. So let's both do the best we can, and make some of the finest Levnesses the world has ever seen.
Sure, count on it. As if! Over my dead body!
Huh?
If I trust you with anything, things are gonna get way out of hand. You just casually go and extend the leases on Levnis rentals. You plain give away the materials that we cracked down on after we caught those guys illegally hoarding. Every time you give a report, my blood runs cold. Think about how I feel trying to manage this stuff.
Right.
I'm seething with rage here.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, I guess none of this really sorted out Uzette's workload problem, did it?
Yeah, I guess not. But maybe this is a good way for them to mesh in the end.
Maybe it is. Remember what Issa told us? That you can't just look at one aspect of the whole. I think that's how it is with Colony 30.
Doesn't look much different, if I'm being honest.
We always knew it'd be a big job. Let's just keep plugging away at it.
What are we picking here?
My mind is made up. You have...
There is no otherwise.
What are you two bickering about?
Your Majesty, what a welcome sight to see you return.
Has a problem arisen in my absence?
No, just a trifling matter, really.
Actually, we do have a bit of a problem on our hands, Your Majesty.
Hey, mind your...
We have to report the facts as they are. How much longer are you going to leave this hanging, eh?
What's the problem?
A couple of days ago, we had a small run-in with our Agnian opposites. Isel took care of them, but things got out of hand a little bit.
Out of hand, nothing. They insulted Her Majesty's honor. I'm spitting feathers.
But with no reason to fight. You were the one who earned their ire.
Did they come to any harm? You hurt them?
I only intended to scare them, but then they resisted.
So you sought to defeat them?
No! Nothing of the sort. They had no flame clocks, so I would never...
The presence of a flame clock is not what instigates a battle. The glimmerings of war are always there, within us. I imagine discovering that fact must have come as quite a shock to you.
truly ashamed. Now that this has come to a head, I cannot but take full responsibility. I will thwart their objective, even if it should cost me my life.
You shall not. Do not speak of throwing your life away so lightly. I've already lost so many of my friends. I could not bear to lose another.
Your Majesty.
I told you, did I not? You are my hope. Unfinished business that I should know about.
Couple of house calls to make, Your Majesty. They want you at Colony 9 and the city.
Colony 9? So Xeon then?
Indeed. They've asked for some urgent backup following the recent Origin attack.
And the other request is from Monica. Wants you to give her people a pep talk.
The descendants of Ouroboros. I've caused such grief for them. And for an unfathomably long time. Speaking face to face with another. There's nothing quite like it.
Melia?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm going to be taking up some more of your time.
Now you can cut that out.
Agnes or Kevus, soldier or queen? What difference does it make?
The future is to be created by each and every person in the world. I think you were the one who taught us that.
Building spirit gives me the strength to go on.
Sometimes when Melia smiles, I see sadness in her eyes, as if she's all alone in the world.
Well, better start making the rounds. We've got to stop by Colony 9, the city, and...
Agnes Castle, right?
Safe journey to you all.
A diplomatic mission, is it? Surely we can find a peaceful resolution.
Don't worry, I know the whole story. Oh, bloody hell! I see you are in good company.
They're kindly serving as my bodyguard. They're assisting me with a number of other matters too.
The assistance goes both ways, actually.
We all one big, happy family!
Yes, that's right. Family.
Indubitably. You've come to hear their side of the story, have you not?
You make it sound as if these are no ordinary Agnians.
With Queen Melia's assistance, we have been closely monitoring them on both sides. I'll get to the point. These people belong neither to Kevus nor Agnes.
To be precise, they were formerly Agnian soldiers, but now they claim to have lost their faith even in Agnes.
They may gain enough momentum to pose a legitimate threat, is that it? So they're the ones who have incited the latest uproar, I take it.
We might have to prepare for the worst-case scenario.
Minanabite, what make worst case so bad?
He means there could be an attack on the Queen's life.
That worse than worst case?
That's one of the reasons, but we simply can't afford to leave this be. I don't believe they truly want to oppose us. Rather, they feel they are at an impasse. One cannot so easily change their way of life or how they view the world.
Perhaps I ought to assert my authority as queen after all, and...
No. If you lock horns with them now, it's very possible they will shut you out completely.
Be on your guard.
Fear not. I am no stranger to battle. And besides, look at my entourage.
You shouldn't have to get used to this. Experience can make a person stronger, it's true, but it can't take away one's pain. That goes for queens too, you know.
The mood's turned dark all of a sudden.
I'm aware of that. Thank you, Nia.
Take care, you guys.
So even Agnes's elite haven't been able to penetrate this vastness?
I must commend Colony 11 for their tremendous achievements. In truth, I feel somewhat intimidated.
Better not spill any of this.
Right here.
Our being spotted was inevitable.
Time for a climb!
Don't do anything stupid, Melia.
Nor should you, Lance.
Sure, but what if they're the ones to come at us first?
Then suppress them at once. We could even disable their Levnesses, so that they have nothing with which to fight back.
Hey, I've been meaning to ask for a while now. You really know how to handle yourself in a scrap, don't you?
Yes. I'm no stranger to the field of battle. Nor is this the first attempt on my life.
What? Even though you're the queen? I'm sorry. I hope we didn't bring back painful memories for you.
Please, it's perfectly fine. Many are the things that have shaped me into who I am today. Learning to accept my weaknesses, understanding each other's differences, opening one's heart to others.
You must have been in some real good company to learn all that.
Perhaps, yes. Back when I was young and naive, my companions taught me some invaluable lessons.
And you took those lessons to heart. That's how you came to be such a magnificent queen.
Though times may change, their teachings will never fade. Which is why I still believe. I believe that our last breaths should not be those of despair.
Look over there. Anybody else feeling curious?
Hello? Nobody at home?
Don't move!
Melia.
I'll handle this. My name is Melia Antiqua. I wish only to speak with you.
Speak with us? Rip us to shreds, more like, Queen of Keves?
You are the ringleader, are you? State your name.
Do you realize how many of my friends died in pursuit of that dream? You think I can just tell them, yeah, sorry guys, you died for nothing?
He's lost his cool. Maybe we should step in and deal with him. But Melia told us she'd handle this.
You ruined it! You joined forces with the Agnian Queen, and you drilled these notions into our heads! You take away our friends, then sully our reasons to live. My friends died that day, but you've killed them all over again!
And that's why you've decided to destroy everything!
That's right. We don't need a shitty world like this anyway.
Is that all?
I told you to stay where you are!
Melia!
Same thing. Why do you hesitate? You could attack me right now.
Shut up!
You have no desire to destroy anything. You are simply trying to get by in a world where nothing makes sense anymore. And that's why I'm here.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
You hurt me. There's spark in me yet.
This cannot be the end.
I'm sorry.
I thought I was... Do it, Kaya. Go ahead.
I am so sorry, my friends.
This can't be real. I'm gonna sway this.
Not now! Not here!
You'll stick to it.
Very well. Tell me when you use it.
Cool, I'll give it a ring. You'll stick to it.
Well, tell me when you use it.
Cool, I'll give it a ring. Let's give it, Kaya.
How? Fine.
You look down at us.
Sorry?
I know all about you. You queens live longer than any of us could ever dream. You aren't like us, are you? That's how you can just sit on your thrones, toying with our lives like...
She is like us. If you hurt her, she feels pain. She bleeds all the same.
Mio.
That's why she came all this way to hear your story. She wants to know more about you. She wants to share her time with you.
What? Yeah, right. Our lives are like the blink of an eye to her ilk.
Just because she lives longer, it doesn't mean she's any different from you. We're all here, aren't we? We're all alive.
That's enough, Mio.
Distorted here. It's you.
Then what am I supposed to do? Who else am I supposed to take my rage out on? Tell me the truth, right now. The pure, unadulterated truth!
That I cannot tell you. The answer lies in you, and you alone. You must have realized by now. There is no weight to the truth of another. If you cannot judge it for yourself, hatred in order to live your life, then let it be me. But promise me that someday you'll live for the things that truly have worth. Just as you and your comrades in arms once did.
It's already too late. I can't go back. Not after what I've done.
I highly doubt that. You are still breathing, are you not?
Are you all right?
I told you. I am no stranger to battle. Besides, I could not tolerate simply watching from the sidelines.
Melia.
Their sadness, frustration, anger. I shall never forget these feelings. Come. Let us proceed to the next location.
the look on Monica's face when she sees you.
Off we go.
Senna, that isn't something to be excited about.
Don't consider any of it a waste. Now, on to the matter at hand. Rallying the troops. With the final battle with Mobius looming before us, we're doing our best to prepare. But we need more than just supplies. A battle to determine the fate of the world is hardly a light topic. Everyone's beside themselves with worry. Some poor souls have completely snapped. We're never going to last in actual combat at this rate.
While we're here, would it bother you if I took a look around the city itself?
Please, be my guest. I think we'd all like that.
Maybe we could take her to Centrillo Parade. There's plenty of people around there.
No objections from me, but there are some rather, shall we say, ardent followers of the Queen up that way. If they get too insistent, you might need to give them a friendly nudge.
Oh yeah? All right, we'll keep a lookout.
Off we go.
How long has it been since I last saw civilization? Now this is a far cry from the colonies and the castles. Here is a place where people can truly live, make a home.
I couldn't believe my eyes when I first saw this place. All these different people I'd never seen before. Things of all shapes and sizes.
I wish I had been there to see your reaction. A shame.
See my mouth hanging open like a lummox. Not worth it.
You seem to take it all in your stride. None of this surprises you.
It's more that I'm assailed by old memories. Technologies of old are put into practice here. I feel the industry of those times.
Huh? Is that really you? Queen Melia?
Yes. I do go by that name.
I knew it!
Hey, old man, you're gonna give yourself a heart attack.
Well, thanks for your concern, but I'll decide when and how I'm going to pop my clogs. I've lived my whole life for this day. Heck, you all have, haven't you?
Of course we have.
You've returned to us at last, my queen.
You really are as right. Sample a few of the local dishes.
Nobody wants to see your seedy little bistro. She wants something memorable.
Oh, say that again, I dare you. If you hate my establishment so much, I'll be more than happy to bar you from it permanently.
All right, people. Don't shove. And stop arguing. We don't want to scare the Queen now.
Oh! My days! Crichton!
Come on now, this is getting excessive.
Oh, leave him. Everyone's been living for this moment.
It's always been my dream to see the true Queen come back to us.
I am so grateful to you all, my people. I would like to express a few words of gratitude, if I may. It is a joy to see real human activity once again, after all these years. I see that you continue to remain strong.
Of course we do. Got to protect what we love, right?
That's right. I'm not resting these old bones so long as there's life in them.
We'll hold out for decades more if we have to.
Boris, stand by your side.
With their strength behind us, Mobius won't stand a chance.
Looks like that takes care of that.
Indeed. Wow. Decades plural. And here we are, happy enough if we can reach one.
The way I see it, you lot are far more incredible. You've achieved so much in so little time.
Huh? That's only natural, ain't it? Got to get stuff done in the time you have. No way I could imagine having to fight for 40 or 50 years. Feels so snuffing far away.
Uni.
By the by, I'm not seeing the story spinner anywhere.
Story spinner?
He's this old guy who knows more about the city's history than anyone. He's like a walking encyclopedia.
Real curious bloke. Normally he'd jump at an opportunity like this.
If he hears he's missed his chance to meet Her Majesty, he might drop dead from the shock.
Heavens! Where might we find this person? I think we should pay him a visit.
What, really?
I'll bet it'd make his day. But are you sure?
I would like to try to meet him, if at all possible.
As you wish. It's your call.
You'll probably find him at Mittia Lookout. I hear it's one of his favorite spots.
Oi, what's all the fuss? Whose funeral is it this time?
Nobody's, I should hope. We were just wondering if...
Oh, old Manny. Well, this can't be real, so somebody pinch me. What if... Where the places have I ended up?
Yeah, this is Mittia Lookout in the city.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm told you have quite the wisdom. I was hoping to ask you a few things, if it doesn't bother you.
Oh, I get ya. The Queen herself is asking me personally to tell her a story. Now I know I'm dreaming. Hey, Ouroboros kids, give me a good wallop here, right on the kisser.
Sure thing.
Have you gone quite mad?
Lance? I didn't throw my weight into it.
Let's all calm down for a second and just talk sensibly, please.
Oh, I see. A rousing speech for the city, eh? What a stroke of luck. Even after that battering, I know I'll be content in the afterlife.
Oh, don't start. You were the one who asked us to.
Well, it seems life's worth living a little while longer. Don't want to disappoint old Queenie now, do I? Go on then, ask away. Of course I do. Have you seen the stacks of literature they've got here in the city? Packed to the rafters. There's passages on the true Queen, too. And you betcha these eyes have read them all back to front 20 times over.
So you know all about her?
Naturally. Here, I'll give you an example. It is a lesser-known fact that Her Majesty is squeamish around shiny bugs.
What? How can you possibly know that?
There was also a little morsel about how she found rainbow bugs particularly revolting. They're extinct now, but I reckon they're beasties about the size of your fist, whose bodily excretions make them glow and...
All right, enough. You don't need to go into such detail. The mere memory gives me goosebumps.
Oh, don't you worry, I've got plenty more tidbits like that up my sleeve.
We don't want to hear it. Look, I'll tell you what I want to know.
Oh, yeah?
So, how do you cope?
The pits is what it is. There are times when I wonder why I don't just curl up and die. But see, life ain't all sunshine and roses. I think that's part and parcel of it.
So what? You just have to go on living in misery? You've got to be joking.
Uni, are you all right?
I just want to know what it's all about. Growing old. There's folk out there who get to live so much longer than us, and they still choose to fight. It just feels like I'm always taking a back seat. Like I want to be there with you guys, even if it's just in spirit.
Uni, I had no idea that was how you felt.
Yeah, sorry. Hard to put it into words, really.
Even if those you once loved are no longer a part of this world, lonely as it is, and painful though the memories be, it is not wholly a tragic tale. And that is something to take pride in. That is what will give you strength. Admittedly, my life took a very different path to the likes of my companions here. But such are my thoughts.
Ah, never a truer word was spoken. That's one for the ages. Where's my notepad?
The fact that you're worrying about us here and now, Uni, I don't think we'll ever forget that. Your feelings will transcend time.
I don't. So don't feel like you need to be doing anything special for us, Uni. It's reassuring enough just being the way you are.
Don't suppose you've got any tissues on you?
Spark, why'd you have to go and make it all soppy?
Nobody is leaving you behind, Uni. If you ever feel distance between you, you need only speak out.
Wait, was this all just to tell me that?
That's about the size of it. Good luck out there, young'uns.
Don't just pass it off as your own speech.
Say, Melly, would you mind if we shook hands?
He's straight up ignoring me.
Oh, you angel. Now I can shuffle off this mortal coil without regrets.
Knowledgeable my arse.
Life's a cruel journey from one end to the other. You only get one chance to walk it. But if there's one thing that gives it all meaning, it's love.
That's very sweet.
That ain't something I have to teach you young folks, though. Your friends are lucky fellows.
Monica said something like that too. Still doesn't make much sense to me, though.
Well, love takes many forms. There are as many ways to show it as there are people.
Remember that? Thanks.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we should probably be getting on. Till we meet again, story spinner.
Indeed, indeed. Safe travels to you, Your Majesty.
Always nice to face.
That'll leave a bruise. Be more gentle, Commander.
Don't expect miracles. I'm trying my best to heal you here.
Here, let me.
Thank you, miss. That would be great. What? You're...
That should suffice. What good is a ruler if they cannot send aid to their people in times of need? I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, Xeon. Please, let me have your report.
Hey! Hey, look! Isn't that the Queen?
What? Like the real deal?
Right, back to my post. Excuse me. Origin's attack unfortunately caused a landslide near Alfeto Valley entrance. Just went dead.
There was a really loud sound earlier on. Could be more rocks.
I see. Then we'll take it from here. Uni, how are you doing over there?
I've healed up the worst of them. Now they just need a little R&R.
Oh, really? I've got to lie down?
Come on. If you've got the energy to flat your trap already, you'll be back on your feet in no time.
Okay. I've sent the landslide's location to your iris. You can confirm it for yourself.
Got it. If you happen to see an Anita from the survey team, could you... tell her to give back what she owes. Because I'll be waiting here until she does.
I'll be sure to deliver the message. I'm so sorry to have let this come to pass, everyone. This ordeal will be over ere long.
You watch yourself too, Your Majesty. Don't want to see you get hurt neither.
I hope you find our friends.
Always nice to see a new face. Always nice to see a new face. Hey, look at that! A survey branch Levnis.
Quickly! We must rescue them at once.
Hello? Who's... there?
It's all right. We're here to help. Stay still. I'll get that heavy thing off you right this instant.
Right, that's her injuries about treated.
You're a survivor by nature. Good fortune that we made it in time.
Oh, I can't thank you enough. I thought I was a goner.
Say, you wouldn't happen to be Anita by any chance?
Yeah, I'm Anita.
He said he wanted you to pay him back or something?
I suspect that was merely an excuse. He seemed really rather worried. Very insistent that you make it back.
Ah, it's got to be Kurt. We've been in the same unit since first term. He can be a little faint-hearted at times. I'd better go and try to calm him down.
Ah, so you've been joined at the hip since childhood?
Joined at the... Sorry?
I mean that you were inseparable. You've had a special connection throughout your lives. You understand each other's feelings and you lift each other up in times of need, is what I'm trying to say. Your friends are irreplaceable. Be sure to treasure them.
Yes, Mom. Thank you. Thank you.
Does she have someone in mind herself? There's someone out there special to her. But then, she was imprisoned in Origin for so long. So maybe they're already...
Huh. Would you believe it?
Ah!
His foot's trapped. We'll need to move the rubble very carefully.
Using arts would be far too dangerous. In which case...
Someone call for heavy lifters?
Ah, yeah. We'll clear this out in no time.
You're in safe hands now.
Yes. Thank you.
Hang in there just a little longer. We don't want to overlook anything.
Huh.
Hold on. It's going to be okay.
There was a second landslide. Don't mind me. Look for the others.
We're well aware, but firstly...
Feels warm.
Right. I think that's the lot of them accounted for.
I wouldn't relax just yet. The landslides have formed a sharp incline, in turn increasing the risk of loose rocks. I hardly need to state this, but the possibility of further landslides remains high.
Getting caught in another landslide would be undesirable. We must make some distance, and quickly. Back to Colony 9. Something smells exquisite. You really love Colony 9, don't you, Uni? I can tell from the way your wings perk up.
Really? That's slightly uncomfortable.
Welcome back! We're glad to see you safe, Your Majesty!
We were at the site of the landslide, but the situation remains precarious. It is vital that we remove the remaining rocks upon the slope in the coming days. You shall have the castle's aid, of course. But your own assistance in this matter would also be most appreciated.
Oh, we'd be glad to help. Never want to have to go through this again.
But if we hadn't, we'd never have got to meet Queen Melia.
From this moment on, I will endeavor to the best of my ability to allay your fears.
You're too kind, Your Majesty.
Then, in the interest of allaying fears, there may be another matter I would like to discuss with you.
Oh yes? Speak up then.
I would like, from this moment on, to let the colony elect their commander, of their own volition. And I don't mean just for appointing a successor after death, or for the purposes of...
What?
What brought this on?
Then, you wish to formally step down?
Well, I was always the consul's favorite plaything. I was a mere pawn, dancing to his whims. enacting his orders. But in coming to terms with our new life, I began to realize the qualities needed in a commander are very different nowadays.
You've worked so hard to get where you are.
Believe me, I've thought about this long and hard. About who really fits the role of a commander. It must be someone we all look up to. Someone with whom we can share our path.
Xeon.
While I do not object to your logic, Xeon, I hope you realize that our role is in essence naught but a figurehead. What that figurehead represents, however, is something only you can decide.
It's down to me.
A person is not shaped solely by their birthright or innate qualities. As long as you remain critical of who you are, whether you deserve the position or not has little relevance. Of course. Everyone has their battles with self-doubt. How else does one grow as a person? If you remain true to yourself, then you have nothing to fear. In this rich tapestry of life, you must find the path that you are willing to weave.
I'll give it more thought then.
Very good. I look forward to hearing your answer.
Melia must have had her share of hardship to talk about these things in such depth. If she's ever stuck in a rut, I wonder if we'll be able to console her in the same way. Would she even want that?
Penny for your thoughts, Noah?
No, it's nothing. We should get going. We've got some traveling ahead of us. I think we've done the rounds here. Let's head...
Shall we drop in, perhaps?
Your Majesty! Source of Her Highness's anguish, it does no good.
You think too deeply, Isel. 'Tis your mind's fiction.
Ah, I will rectify that.
I am sure you will.
How was your trip? And what of the world?
Mankind's follies. People never learn. Whatever the passage of fate may bring, we must never lose the spirit of defiance.
Sad.
My friends and I, we fought hard for all this. We staked our lives on this future. And if there's a chance to keep it that way, I too will be happy to sacrifice myself for this world.
Snuff that for a laugh. I hate that. You're the important one here.
Pardon? I am speechless.
Melia, you are needed in this world. But you weren't born solely for the world's sake.
That may be so. However,
If you permit me, I'll gladly lend you my strength. Not because you are our queen, but because we're travelers in the here and now. So we should live together.
I'm glad you're with us, Melia.
Fighting alongside you all is the best!
yes. You are right. How funny. Though wisdom is said to come, still you all seem to teach me so much. If some things elude my grasp, your words show me that there is more. More to life. They guide me when I run astray. Again. And again. How fortunate I am to have you.
Now that's more like it, girl.
Melia, thank you. Thank you for always having believed in us.
That's one thing I would never doubt. Now we embark on our quests to create the future.
Yes, it's ours.
This is where I awoke. Met Miyabi and the others.
So that means that cradle is...
It is no simple cradle. Fitted inside is a device which matures a life to a state close to homecoming.
That makes sense. So that's what Y used when reviving Mwamba and the others.
Kamaravi, is that cradle still usable? Our enemies are supernatural beings. Monsters who use human lives for fodder. You can all fight against them, but me, as I am now, I'm barely able to protect myself. All I can really do is hang back and watch, so as not to be a hindrance. But, suppose I was to use this cradle.
Ethel, you don't have anything to prove.
Your body back under war's grindstone and spend your life fighting. But then, you were ever thus. By the time you speak your mind, your body and soul are long ready. I think you should do as you wish.
Kamaravi, are you sure it's fine? To embroil her in what's ultimately our fight?
I suppose that's true, yes. But still, I am anxious about the result, same as you. Nevertheless, as a devoted follower of none other but the warrior's way myself, I wish to respect the will and resolve of one who has chosen the same path. I believe Ethel's freedom is hers to do with as she wishes.
Thank you, Kamaravi.
At the same time, I am of course not in a position to decide such things myself. We have conveyed to you our desire. Would you tell us your opinion in turn?
Well, what should we do?
How are you feeling, Ethel?
Oh, never better. I mean that literally. It's as though new strength is welling up inside of me. This way I'll be able to fight by your side too. You have my thanks.
Huh.
What's wrong, Kamaravi?
Silvercoat.
Oh.
Silvercoat? What does that mean?
I'm not sure. When I saw you just now, the word simply came to me. As though something was guiding me. What in the world? This sensation.
From where did it spring?
Kamaravi. I can explain.
What we should be thinking about now is the future. What we can achieve in unison, no? Let's search for the answer hand in hand, Kamaravi. With unity between us, nothing can be impossible.
I see seasons have changed.
Never a dull moment, eh?
Got it! Silver Cyclone!
Extra! I need you, Neil!
I'll keep under pressure! Save our shot!
He's broken away from me! Clinches it!
Ah, give me a break. We all worked hard for that.
It's good to keep a record. It's good to keep a record. Let's make the most of our break, guys.
All right, everyone.
Ye best be ready. I'll know if he ain't.
Time to head out.
We could do with...
I feel like I could lift mountains!
Let's make most of our break, guys.
Has everybody had their fill? Phew. We're finally here.
Let's make the most of our break, guys.
I am not Laddie, and I'm under no obligation whatsoever to listen to you.
Actually, there's a bunch of places I need to pay a visit to.
You can talk to yourself all you want. We don't have the time to listen to you drone on.
It was on a cold day, nearly 100 years ago.
Hey, don't just ignore me when I'm talking to you.
I was on a journey at the time, seeking strong foes.
What, like you're doing now, you mean?
Don't encourage him.
One day, I ran into him.
Him?
Him. An eccentric man, was he? Couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag. But then, he ended up entrusting something important to me.
I see. But if this was so long ago, then that man must be...
Anyone's life is short if you look at it from my perspective. Not that I be trying to offend you folks. Anyway, this man, he handed me, I think it was a pot. After that, I can't remember a blessed thing.
You think? You can't remember? What are we supposed to do with that?
So what does this have to do with where you want to go?
Very good question, girl. It came to me suddenly that when he and I went places, I'd leave some kind of mark. I mean, it'd be a bother if I forgot where we went, eh? So, I left my giant handprints all over the place.
All over the place, huh? Very helpful.
Well, and then stuff comes back to me. I just remembered I left one mark by a lake around where Gamma is right now.
Does the place stand out?
Sorry. Can't remember anything except that mark. Back then, I used to fly everywhere in a Pharaonis.
You used the Pharaonis just for that? What the... What a waste.
At least we've got something to aim for.
But...
Of course, we can't just run around endlessly hunting for those marks. But if we see something similar to what he remembers, it might jog his memory.
Then I suppose I don't mind.
Sorry, folks. Just keep your eyes peeled for him and I'll be grateful. Sure it was in,
That phrasing is very telling.
He would keep this thingy on him that he used to treasure. But blow me down if I can't remember what that thingy might be.
Well, is there anything else you can think of?
I only travelled with him for a short time, I did. Seems like I only have to blink and another human passes away.
You managed to remember this much about him, otherwise we wouldn't be here.
I wonder...
I probably should have asked before, but what even made you remember something from that long ago?
Well, it was while I watched our fair Nop-on lady cooking up a storm. And it just popped into my head. I felt dissatisfied, like something was missing.
Food of banana nummy?
Nay, nothing like that, miss. I love just about anything I eat.
Fermentation? What's up with that? Was it some science experiment or something?
Queen's wings, what is in this pot? Isn't that a rockel right now?
On your guard, guys.
Tie up. Keep it together. Finally, my center. Let's walk. Working on it.
Sorry. No, you can't. Noah, I believe in you. Do it, Tyra. You've got it. Ready to roll. Go for it, Tyra. Ready to roll. Go for it, Tyra. I'll get you ship-shape in no time.
We can do this now! No escape! This is your show!
Ready to roll! Get regarded!
I want to surrender before we drive you into death! I'm good to go with the arse-kicking! Crash down!
Eat it!
Down near the edge!
Giant swing! Everyone wheeled up! No complaints!
Thanks! Pirate Stormy start!
Got you covered!
Sometimes love is the answer!
Off you go!
Loading!
Fire! My ultimate scream!
That's the weak point!
Can't let you show me up, Noah. Eat it! White, black, power, green! Eat it!
Stormy start! Extra! We are more...
I can follow that up!
How about
And one for good measure! I can follow that up!
Now, time for another happen.
Hit the wheel!
I'll have the attack.
I'll follow your lead!
Time for the big one!
What did you think would happen?
I'm what you're looking for.
Well, I remembered one thing.
See? There we go. Reminisce away, old-timer.
Long ago, when there was no Colony Gamma here, back then it was Colony Iota and Colony 18 who were at each other's throats. Of course, in I blundered with no clue at all, and I ended up with both of them trying to send me into the deep.
Yeah, when I said...
What's trying to off a console, that be sure. Back then, just about anybody tried to have a pop at old Triton.
Right, I'm punching him. Noah, permission to punch.
Hold on until after he's done.
While we were fleeing the colonies, we made a little meal of the monster we killed here. Quite a good cook was my mate. Sorry, kiddies. Looks like there's nothing here.
Come on, we can't end it like this.
Well, I reckon it might be round where Lambda is now.
Then let's get over there. You might remember something else.
judging by the lay of the land. Ah, there it is!
You insinuate Colony Lambda hasn't always been stationed here?
Aye, that's right. That place be great if you want a good solid defence, but woe betide ye if ye try launching an attack from it. You had to fight like a trooper back in the day, so there was no point in having a stationary base. If their commanders hold up inside, they're either very sure of themselves, or they're one ship short of a full fleet. By the by, see that big hole open up near the Faranas?
Oh, that. Seems it's been there for some time.
I bashed that one open with these here fists.
Huh? You did that?
Wow! This is the kind of place my mate used to like to fish. And if he couldn't fish, I couldn't eat. I'd just sit on my arse. Well, I had time to kill, so I smashed chunks out of the cliff face every day. What man sees a wall and doesn't want to tear it down, I ask you?
I don't know what walls you've seen, buddy.
So, Triton, does that remind you of anything?
Now I come to think of it, I didn't even know wherefore he was travelling.
You didn't check in with your iris?
I wonder. It was all so long ago, I don't remember. Ah, but I know that when he and I arrived here, it was quite a balmy day. He peeked inside his pot, said that all the heat wouldn't do, then spoke about how he wanted to wait out the season.
What could that mean?
That's the thing about living as long as I have. I know it's important, but I just plumb forgot, and it ain't coming back.
Mate.
My memory's not what it used to be, but I do recall Rogals used to hang out here. We were once surrounded by them, I faintly recall. That was a hard battle indeed.
Do you mean like those things?
Ah! This just keeps happening!
Ha! What be life without a bit of excitement? We can vent by beating the tar out of them.
You know what? Fine. Let's do it!
Very well. Your turn. Cool, I'll go switcheroo. Everyone heals up. No complaints.
Cheers for that. No escape. Usual description. The heat is on!
Yeah! Feels just like it should!
Time to win our victim! I reckon good!
This well within.
This'll keep me going.
Senna, explore!
Extra! Power ring! I'll get you fixated, no... Tyon, your tactics will win the day!
Thanks, Mia.
Fire! Leo! Can't be happening! I don't think I can go!
I should have done better.
Very well counting on you, Uni.
Ready to roll! Go for it, Tyon!
Very well.
Wait! Creep! Strong now! Maybe now! It's late! Hey, this feels pretty good!
Tear it up for me, Senna!
I can help you.
Come here! I got something for you!
Cheers, you're a gem! Gonna smash you in!
This should be our plan of attack.
Relax!
Again. I'll stop you for good.
after all.
First hunting, then fishing. What are we even doing here? Seriously?
I'm getting fed up running about like a headless turkin.
Oh, you're fed up?
Triton, you said the pot was dropped somewhere, didn't you? If it was so long ago, who's to say that someone didn't pick it up?
Oh, I didn't think of that. Guess it ain't impossible.
Maybe so much time has passed that it got buried or something.
I suppose you want us to start digging.
I'm just saying is all.
Can you really not think of anything else?
Oh, there might be one thing. Behind Keva's castle be those hovering reefs. They'd be triggering my noggin.
There must be something there then. Let's go.
Hey now, boyo. What's gotten into you all of a sudden?
Nothing much. I just think if this place is important to you, we should pay it a visit.
Nothing. Guess I wasted your time again.
It really was a long while ago, huh? Maybe there's nothing we can do.
Aye, this place was already in a sorry state way back when. Must have been blasted off to who knows where.
By the way, your friend, Triton, how did he die?
Well, I don't know the why and wherefore, but it'd be about the time when a beastie swallowed him down in one gulp, waving his arms, shouting, "Eat me!" He was a bit of a loon.
He must have been, to travel with you. Maybe one of those monsters bashed a screw loose.
This has been nothing but trouble for ye kids. If nothing turns up here, let's just call it quits, eh?
Wait, that's kind of sudden. You're okay with stopping after all this?
It ain't the searching that's the problem. I can do that whenever. I got a bit more time than ye all have.
Triton.
But you know, I have at least remembered my friend. It might be my lot in life to outlive everyone else, but he lives in my memories and in my heart. Ain't no way I'd throw away what he's left me. Of course, I forgot all about him until now, so I'm talking complete bilge.
But I just need to know, either way.
Our words well spoken, Four Eyes. I'm much the same. Right then, let's give it one more shot. Oh, what's this? Ha-ha! You're still alive, you wretched cur! Thought I'd taken care of you back then. This time I'll make sure you don't get away.
Do it, Tyler. Cool, I'll give it a ring. Cool, I'll give it a go for it, Tyler. Extra! Get out of here! The heat is on! Yeah, feels just like it should. Ready to roll, I'll get started. Extra hand! Hey, feels pretty good! Show us what you got, Senna! One rest! Go, overflip, sparking me yet! Don't give up yet! Up you go! Dark fun! Power clear! Dark fun! Extra! Keep going! I can follow that up. Time for the big one. We will go all night. You're in for it now.
This'll end it.
Ready for us! Stay right there! What a surprise!
Didn't stand a chance. Well, what did you think would happen?
Ah, going toe-to-toe with a big slugger like this, there ain't nothing finer.
Putting that aside, would this be our fabled pot? This thing was holding on to it.
Ah! That'll be it! It's gotta be!
Yeah? Is that really the pot? So, what have we got inside there?
Don't tell us you want to keep it secret after all we've been through.
Ah. Well, you see. What is this?
Don't look at me.
Oh, familiar smell. It's miso paste.
Miso?
That's correct. Can add miso to meat, fishes, all sorts of vegetable. It's all-purpose flavoring.
What? That's what we were busting our butts for?
Miso. Ah, that's right. Me and him, we...
Ah!
Hold on! I'll have you out!
No, Frank! Forget about me. Only the pot. Only the pot matters now.
Are you out of your mind? You worked your behind off to make this so stuff.
I'm sorry, my friend. This is it for me. But I put my whole being into that. I want you to take that perfect miso. You need to make the best dish ever!
Partner! Halt! I remember now. He and I, we journeyed to gather ingredients that would match this stuff. But when we finally arrived here, that blasted monster went and ate him. And he entrusted this to me. Idiot! How could I ever have forgotten something that damn well important? I get it. When I saw the Nopon lady cooking and thought something was missing from the food thing, it was miso. To think that, all these years and decades, my heart's been captive to a simple bean paste. Doesn't that sound stupid? I'm sorry about this, kiddies. This miso won't ever go off, even if centuries pass. If you behave, I'll treat ye to a little taste.
That make my Nana incredibly happy. Looking forward to sampling legendary miso.
Hey, Noah.
What's up?
Gonna ask you again. Can I give him a real slug?
Just one.
everyone's getting along. Gotta watch the pennies. And today's story is... We should talk about this. Right then. I hope everyone's getting along.
Fighting by your side is an honor. Why does this place feel so familiar?
Can't forget our progress update.